Robinson got the free kick and laid it off. It comes to Chapman. Chapman has spiralled down towards half forward. Brilliant mark. Going back with the flight of it. He made it look easy, Johnson. Wheels around. Duncan going into an open. Two Carlton players. Wojcinski at his 200th. Goes down towards the attacking 50. Trying to spoil from behind was John.
Terrific match last week. Lovely kick, actually. Just kicked it to a spot for Johnson. Joseph to Simpson. Now Selwood wants to square it up, and he sort of does in the end. Now Johnson will fly hard. Well done, Gibbs. He timed it pretty well. Gibbs was okay. Ellard
gets it from Motlop, drives it down towards half forward. Knocked on cleverly by Hawkins into the path of Johnson. The ball goes out of bounds. We'll have a throw in.
One of the Geelong greats who's back in the team tonight. Gibbs just did enough. Now Motlop gets within 50. He's got no one ready to centre it to, so he's going to try and roll it home, and that's not a good look.
But the umpires sometimes say, well, you're not going to use the out of bounds to save yourself.
Jamison's kick not good. McLean under pressure. Is that holding the ball? I think so. They're quick on this tonight. Right from the opening bounce with Joel Corey.
Cruiser, so he squares it to the other number one in Gibbs. And this is the playmaking stuff. Now that's a 50-50 sort of kick. Joseph versus Mackie. And then Tui, so dangerous as we saw earlier tonight. And then Mackie, Stokes, Bartel. Wasn't a great handball by Jimmy. He didn't quite get it on the boots. And then Bootsma, and Johnson weaves his way through. It's going to be cut off.
Oh. Lonergan forward of half back then. Kicks beyond the wing. Under the ball, Hawkins completely misjudged it. Johnson didn't. Back onto the loose ball. Into the path of Hunt. Hacks it out of mid-air. Bootsma under pressure, goes to Watson. The two youngsters combined. Heady stuff by Watson's got it now. Kicks down towards half forward. Stokes has to wait. Carlton came from all directions. Wide of the pack, a chance for Bootsma. Lost it. Picked up there by Gibbs. Gibbs got the hand pass across to Simpson. And now Jamison back to Simpson.
Better team. Stevenson, sloppy kick, but at least is wide. Now Johnson orchestrating before he gets to the ball in the boundary throw-in.
Posted an involuntary action. There's Chapman through midfield. Through the hands of Johnson. Don't often see that. There's the siren. Stay with this.
The winner and loser. Selwood wins the first. Vital clearance to full forward. Johnson lurking. Haven't seen Hawkins all night. Hooking it back right to the goals. Tui tried to build it away from Motlop. Carlton need to get it over, and Tui did it. She did well. Boots was a great hip and shoulder, but he kept his head right over the footy, the youngster. Gibbs getting in hard, and then that ball ricocheting out. Taylor Hunt searches with Collins on the up to Kelly. And Geelong do force it forward, and that was clever.
West across to Mackie. It was clever. Now Johnson, who can be clever. Armfield tracking him down. Johnson over the shoulder, but not too effective. Trying to butt his way through. Well, not sure that's right. As much as we like Bryce Gibbs, he put the head down like a goat and tried to butt his way through there. And the penalty went his way. Diagon in close attendance, Taylor.
Okay, back to Tui. Tui's handball's poor. Walker had to go back. Bootsman went to ground. Turnover coming up your field. Motlop just arches his back. And does he? Not quite.
They lead the competition in those stats. Just the confidence pills to get themselves steady back in the tempo of the game.
I don't want to upset Leaping Larry, but I think they were replicating on the outer side. The ball comes across to Chapman. Chapman kicks it down towards the pocket. In front, here's a chance. Stokes onto the loose ball, taken high. Will he get the free kick? Yes, he will.
The ball for Watson under pressure. Johnson gives. We haven't seen a lot of them in this quarter. Jamison. Gee, Betts, that's about as deep in the defensive bit I've ever seen, Eddie. He's at the wrong end, I think. Here's Robinson. Still with Robinson. He didn't panic to Gibbs. Gibbs, good handball to Armfield. Here's Eddie Betts running now. He gets it to Mackie, who just belts it forward. Chapman's at the back. Gibbs held his ground well. That was clever by Gibbs. Out wide. Simpson, can he control it? Well, it's out of play now. Well done by Kelly. Building forward. Gibbs and Johnson, fascinating duel. Johnson left it for Bartel. Bartel, soft kick in front of Taylor Hunt.
Time for the Cats to get a half-time with a lead. Mackey inside the forward 50. Well played by Gibbs somehow. Affected the outcome. Watson towards midfield. Chance for Chapman. Sandwich between two. Gets the kick away. Going back Simpson. First hand. Darting through the pack is Duncan. Kicks inside the forward 50. Gibbs full-chested. Knocked it down in front. Upended there by Stokes as he came through. Motlop could have been held. Simpson did well. Gibbs. Joseph. Fed forward now. Gibson. Well, Bartel, quick hands to Corey. Corey sends it down towards full forward. Chapman almost. A hand came in just as well from Ellard. Getting back is Gibbs. Out of the back pocket. Sends it back towards the 50. Tui bumped by Corey.
And he's came that way. That second scoring shot there from Taylor Hunt, exactly the same. So need to be aware of the outside runners, the Blues.
So Gibbs has kicked wide. Lovely Mark Hawkins. Blues have trouble here. Now that one cut off by Bootsman.
In recent seasons, Joel Corey goes long down towards full forward. Hawkins decided late to commit to the pack. It falls in front. Johnson, who's gone quiet in this term, deflects it to Bartel, and it's out.
And Jamison, Garlett, they work it through. Little give. Armfield back to Tui. Tui looked up, clever kick. And now Gibbs should go back and kick a goal. He can do this.
This is really interesting, Bruce, because obviously Betts and Johnson have been playing pretty deep in the forward line. Steve Johnson may have hunted the ball to go up forward, and if that's the case, it's incumbent on Bryce Gibbs to draw the footy as he has done on this occasion.
Hasn't kicked a goal from a set shot this year. He's missed 3. Gets close to the man on the mark. Gets under the ball. Kicks it a long way. He's having a good night. Taylor. Johnson working hard. And look at Gibbs running with him. Just to the right of the screen there to try and close it. Now they get into the contest. Johnson's so good at turning his man, but Gibbs has been with him all the way. And then Stevie J, well...
Free kick.
It's an interesting, we saw it earlier with Gibbs when he had handball. Now Walker's quick, uses Ellard. Ellard's little kick forward, rolling ball. Taylor Hunt, who kicked a spectacular goal in this quarter. Courageous kick, well played.
Joel Corey, short of half back to Chapman, who walks out. Eventually just drops it onto his boot nonchalantly. Finds Scarlett. Scarlett comes to Johnson. Now Johnson sends it long. Stevenson works in front. He's taken 1 mark tonight. West has taken none. Well, back on the ground is Stokes. Hand passes away to Selwood. Finds a way through to Selwood. And they talk about it as the captain's goal. Well, there it is.
Leading contested possession getter on the ground at the moment, Matthew Stokes.
Goes short.
On there, Bryce.
It's Chapman, yes. Stokes and Motlop have been a tough combination.
Move it on.
Betts has been more one out at the other end of the ground. Chapman sets it up. Hawkins worked out of it, pushed in the back. He'll get the free. It's against Jamison. And wide of the pack, a chance for Duncan. Sweeping hand pass towards half forward. Selwood goes after it. Helps the ball on its way. Deep into attack now. Gibbs goes back. Johnson there. Gibbs looking for a free kick. Johnson found Motlop, knocked away by Ellard. Dygan's in trouble. Ellard put the body in. Over the football is Motlop. It rolls about 2 metres closer to Geelong's goal. And the umpire, no alternative.
For the Blues and 70 the Cats.
Inside the forward 50, Jamison could have been held, knocked down in front. Trying to force the ball forward down there was Selwood. Arriving on the scene is Motlop. Did well into the path of Selwood. Geelong outnumbered. Joseph, did he get in the back of Selwood? Not according to the umpire.
High tackle.
Oh, high tackle. That slips it away to Mackey. Mackey drives around the outer side. Jamison goes back. Johnson, sandwich between it.
Belted on by Selwood. Back to Gibbs. It's done a really good job on Johnson. But just as I say that, Johnson, who's been lively in this last quarter, to Stokes, to Duncan, who's had a terrific night. That's a beautiful kick. Taylor Hunt just couldn't quite get the bounce.
Work on his left side. Flicks it away to Bartel. Bartel kept it going. Stokes to Taylor. Harry Taylor hooks Johnson. Well, he dropped it right on the kickoff line. Coming through down there is Stringer. Still going Stringer. Can he get it out? Johnson, it needs to go out of bounds as far as Geelong and Carlton are concerned. Johnson tries to keep it in. And we'll have a ball up right beside the behind post. Nobody happy with that, least of all umpire Rosebery.
It's typical of Johnson.